Hi, I'm the Clack and I'm the owner of farmability.co.za. If you don't know what we do, go check out the description below. Go to www.farmability.co.za and go check what we sell. We have nice blogs, we do product information, and like this video, we just show you a couple of stuff that we do around, and yeah, more to follow. What happened? Where have we been? It's been so manic. Orders, load shedding. If you're not from South Africa, load shedding is where we lose power because Eskom can't supply us. So what's happening in South Africa? Solar frenzy. Why are we talking about this? How can we help? Okay, so we're just going to give you bare basics. We sell a couple of the items. We're going to list more as we get time. We'll give you information. Solar is very technical. It can be very, very technical. There's a price you pay. You can do technical with a solar installer, and you can do the system yourself. I know. You have to have a qualified electrician by your side, like this, there. Alright, he needs to check you out. Okay, got it, cool. How difficult is it to install the system? 5 kilowatt system, 4 kilowatt panels, day and a half. Once again, depends on how complex. What's the cost on it? Roughly between 50 and 55,000 rand. Is it worth it? Yes. Even if you pay 1 rand per 1 rand, then you're getting off the grid. But how does it help me? Well, it does, because as long as the economy can carry on and going, it helps you. So if anything should happen to Eskom, what do we do then? So getting off the grid, easy, yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10 difficulty, I would rate it as 8. Okay. Your cables, manuals are straightforward, systems are straightforward. You can do Victron, you can do Expert, you can do Kodak, you can do Sunny Boy, whichever. There's a price difference on all of them. We've opted for the Kodak range. It works well, it works for us. It's a cheaper one, and a lot of the inverters, a lot of the solar guys don't like the Experts. Why? Yes, you might get an issue of it, but if you install it, then you've got to go back. That takes time. So they like to push the Victron and more expensive inverters. Great, they work well. For us, it just the sum doesn't make sense. How long is the buyback? On ours, 4.2 years. Roughly, batteries last you 10 years. So for, let's call it round figure, 4.5 years, you got free power. Then you need to start replacing batteries again. What will happen in 10 years of technology? We don't know. Currently you get lead acid batteries, which is old technology. Problem with lead acid batteries, you install a bank, you want to add, you need to scrap your whole bank and start over again. Lithium ion, you can just add on batteries. It's got a 10-year life cycle. Your lead acid's got a 5-year. And then you get your supercapacitors. Supercapacitors are massively priced. For us, it doesn't make sense yet, but for you it might, right? DOD, what is DOD? DOD is depth of discharge. Your lead acid battery, you can discharge 50%. On your Pylantex, it's recommended 80%. So remember, you need to take that into your equation as well. Many of our customers are buying Kodak inverters and Pylantex batteries. They integrate on the King inverters. On the normal Expert MKS1 and MKS2, which is effectively the same thing, the motherboard differs a little bit. You buy ICC, the ICC then controls the Pylantex batteries, and off you go. Right. PV panels, how expensive are they? Ranging about 5 rand per watt. On your 4 kilowatt system, you're going to look at 20,000 rand. Your inverter is about 12,000 rand. And then your batteries are 19 to 20,000 rand per 3.5 kilowatt. Usable power on that is roughly about 3 kilowatt hours. How do you calculate what do you need? Yeah, there's very technical detail about it. Okay, I did a basic thing. I took the prepaid meter, I checked every day from morning to afternoon, and from afternoon to the morning again, the kilowatt hours that we use. Is it accurate? I can pay someone a lot of money to install one of those meters and get the whole report and. How's it work? Right. Difference between grid tie hybrid system. Grid tie means that when the power goes off is your panels. So it stops from the electrician getting electrocuted on the other side, understandably. Now off grid means that the power goes into the inverter, through the inverter out. So if you've got a 5 kilowatt inverter and you do 6 kilowatt on that phase, it'll trip your power. Grid tie, when you have 6 or whatever kilowatt inverter and you pull more than that, it simply just bypasses and goes to you. So both has got its benefits and the negative side. My English just lost me there. So the long and short is you need to decide. If you want to save money only and you don't worry about being off of the grid, then go grid tie. If you want to be off of the grid, meaning that when you have load shedding or your power's out, you want to have power, do your off grid. Yeah, the system is built in such a way that with the codex you can expand, and with the Victron as well, so you can expand all the systems. So you can start off small and then increase your system as you go. Do you need solar panels in the start? No, you don't. You can do inverter batteries, and the ESCOM will charge your batteries, not yours, well, your house's batteries, hopefully not yours. And then once you have load shedding, it just converts the battery volts or the power to your 220, and you won't even know that you've got load shedding. Why did we do it? Security. We were stuck 14 days in a month, not consecutively, but 14 days without power. And I mean, officers got to run, we need security. Do you need to get off the grid? Yes, you need to get off of the grid. Why? It affects everyone. You can't get off the grid now. If you can get off the grid now, do it, because it saves the big manufacturing guys who can't go off the grid, so they can keep running. Does it affect our economy? Of course it does affect our economy, but what it does is it gives other guys opportunities again. What do you need to look out when you get an installer? If it's a bucky installer, we call them bucky builders or bucky installers or bucky plumbers, and they don't have a physical office. In a year or two, when you have an issue, might have an issue with your solar, contractor gone. Remember, buying cheap is not necessarily always the best option, because if you don't know the company and they haven't been around for a while, you'll get stuck. Remember, check your batteries. If you don't buy new batteries, where does the old batteries come from? There was a thing on Carte Blanche a while ago where they actually steal the cell phone tower batteries and then resell them for solar. If you get caught with that, that is actually a criminal offense. So make sure where your batteries come from. Can you install it yourself? It's plug and play pretty much. It's very basic. The next couple of videos will detail exactly how the installation is done, and pictures and diagrams. Once again, you have to get a COC and you have to have a qualified electrician. Can someone do the grunt work, meaning the hard work, installing the inverter against the wall? I'm pretty sure that complies with health and safety, to drill 3 holes and put the inverter up. I'm sure no one can give you problems with that. Can you strip bare copper wires? Yes, you can strip bare copper wires if there's no power on, because it's copper. It doesn't do anything. Can you connect it to the mains? No. That has to be done by a qualified electrician, so I need to clarify that. I'll put it in the description below as well. Don't electrocute yourself. Remember, solar panels, as long as there's sun on them, they've got power. Your small strings, 145 VOC, that's small. When you do grid tie, the previous system we had in 980 volts, just get your camera out. You're going to touch it and send us the footage. It'll be spectacular. So remember, read the manual, make sure you know what you're doing, and get someone to check your work. Qualified electrician. There is a PV green card system in South Africa. Google it, PV green card. I'll set the link below as well, where you can actually do the course and you get a certificate for it. Is it regulated? Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. Look, we don't know. We can't get the proper answer out of anyone. Long and short is, get your electrician or someone to sign it off. There, you'll always find someone who is willing to oversee your work and get it signed off. Right. go subscribe, go like our video, share our video so people can learn about the solar, and most importantly, hope you have a good one. Ciao.